What is up, people? It's your boy NATZ, aka the Hidden Legend, and I'm back again with another great video for you guys to always tune in. So for today's video, I'll be answering another question, an important question, a crucial question that is asked by many, and this question brings a lot of fear to a lot of people. Like, a lot of people are very scared of bringing this topic up. For some reason, they're very scared. And some people think it's a joke. They think it's funny. They think it's something to joke around, using their jokes. They use it in a very unserious manner. And it's causing and has caused a lot of confusion, because people's reaction to this topic, it's not supposed to be like that, really. And the question is, who is the devil? Who is the devil? Who is he? And this is a question that, of course, a lot of people are scared of this. They have a lot of fear and they use it as a joke. And for today's video, I'll just be, exposing the truth and telling you guys the factual information that you need to know. And as I said in my previous video about God, the text that I'll be referring to, of course, is the Bible. It would be foolish for me not to do that. And it's all over the Bible. It's all over. Every single book, within the Bible has a reference to the devil, even to God as well. So I'll be referring to, the word in this video, of course. So let's get straight to it. So there's a lot of misconceptions in the media, especially Hollywood. It's portrayed a lot of misconceptions, and a lot of people nowadays are deceived and are confused. They've been lied to their entire lives about the devil. Hollywood, you have TV shows that glorify the devil. They make it look like the devil is someone that you just chill with. He's your boy. I mean, you can go to the cinema with, you can go chill, you can go eat with him, play sports with him. They make it look like the devil is your friend. And that's furthest from the truth. One thing before I begin also, I always like to do this is, am I pushing this onto anyone? You have a choice. Those that want to listen, I will give you the truth. If you don't want to, that's fine. I'm not going to judge you for that. This is for the people that want to listen. I'm not going to talk to someone who doesn't want to listen. Simple as that. I only make these videos for people who are willing to listen, who actually want to know the devil for themselves. Not in a good way, but actually want to know who he is, because he's been messed around. So let's get straight to it. So the devil, who is he, right? Let me give you a short backstory. I'm sure a lot of you might have heard of this, especially, if you grew up in the Bible, if you grew up in church, so on and so forth. You probably know the backstory, but there's probably some that don't even know. So of course, God created the universe, the stars, we know that, and it's all written in Genesis. As I mentioned already, it's actually proven that the entire story in Genesis is actually true. Historians have proved this. These are people that have decades of study and research. They're actually proven that the Genesis story is true. So, of course, God created the stars and the heavens, created the universe, etc. And we know that. But before that, before he created mankind, he had heaven. Heaven, massive, beautiful place. Streets made out of gold. Anything beautiful in your head, heaven is 10 times better than that. That's heaven. And he had angels there. And one of the angels was Lucifer. Lucifer, right? And, he controlled the music in heaven. Very beautiful angel. God made him the most beautiful out of all of them. And, he controlled the music in heaven as well. So one day, he decided to rebel. It's pride. All it is pride. Pride, make it very simple, even in a normal, generic, logical context. Someone that's prideful, they don't really go far in life. They don't go far in life. Someone that's very prideful, they don't really do well, because pride, it can bring you down. You think you're better than everyone else, and then people like that, they easily mess up. And we all know that. So that was Lucifer. He was prideful. So what he did, he conspired. So it's just imagine like the colleague at the workplace, you know, they have a lot of bad things to say about the manager, stuff like that. So they tell others, they gather in a group and they gossip, they whisper, they tell others. So pretty much because those angels were disobedient to God, they followed in Lucifer's footsteps. And at the end, when God had to banish, he basically kicked Lucifer out and he fell the pits, you know. The angels that were with Lucifer fell with him, unfortunately. That began the story of Lucifer, which is known as the devil nowadays. And ever since then, his mission has been to destroy mankind. And the devil, he hates mankind. He despises mankind. He despises mankind. This, you know, thing that Hollywood likes bring into our face, that the devil's our friend, he hates us. He's not our friend. He doesn't want to play sports with you. He doesn't want anything good to do with you. He wants to destroy. He wants you to follow him because misery loves company. And he knows that he's been thrown down. He's been banished. It's over for him. He's over for him. He's been banished from heaven. He will never return again. You know, he will never return again. And he loves company. And his goal is to bring mankind, God's creation. He's jealous of us. He's jealous of us. His goal is to bring us with him. That's his goal, is to bring us with him. Even to go on, I don't know, who is he? The first point is that he's the father of lies. He's simply the father of lies. He's been deceiving mankind for centuries, you know? And of course, with the Garden of Eden, you know, we were supposed to be perfect. We wasn't supposed to have sickness, feel these type of emotions that we feel. We were supposed to be perfect beings. But because of the disobedience of us, the curiosity that, you know, we had, especially that Eve had, that Adam followed, we listened to the serpent which was Lucifer. Because bearing in mind, right, similar to God, Lucifer is a spirit. You know, he was an angel, but he's pretty much a spirit. You can't physically see the devil. And another adaptation a lot of people have is that the devil is a person. No person on this earth is the devil. Even as evil as they are, you can say Adolf Hitler, whoever you want to say, they're not the devil. They're not closest to the devil, right? They're not closest to that. You know, there's no human being that is the devil on this earth, has ever been the devil on this earth. He can influence. What happened was, of course, he deceived Adam and Eve, right? He told them, just take, you know, the fruit, the forbidden fruit, and eat it. The one that God told them not to. And they did it. He lied to them. He wanted to destroy them. And that's exactly what he did. And because we are naive as people, we listen. Just like Adam and Eve, we listen. Because of that consequence of what they did, mankind was good ever since then. Ever since then, they was gone. They was gone, you know, because of that curiosity and because of the devil, the deceiver. The deceiver. He's the father of lies. Simple as that. Even brings to the temptation of Jesus Christ when he walked this earth. You know, and Jesus Christ, you know, being the blueprint for people that believe in him, Christians, you know, he kind of gave us the way of life, right? So the devil, being prideful as he is, decided to go tempt Jesus. So this is during his fast. He fasted for 40 days, 40 nights. For those that don't know, this is all in the book of Matthew. You know, actually, Matthew 4 verse 11, right? Matthew 4 verse 11, it's all there for you. And obviously I'll leave a link down below, but he tempted Jesus, right? He said, if you're the man of God, tell this stone to turn into bread. If you're man of God, how about you just jump off the highest point of the temple? He refused again. Finally, And this one's the key one. This one is the most important, significant one that you guys need to pay attention to, is that he told Jesus, he had the guts to really say this. Oh, see this entire place. He took him up all the way to a high mountain. He told him, all of this land will be yours. All you have to do is just bow down to me. And then after all of that, Jesus still refused. And the devil flee. He left. The father of lies. He made it look so believable. He tried telling Jesus, oh, if you're the man of God, do this, do that. He plays with you. He plays with your head. He plays. And this brings us to today. We always play with what he's saying, and then we do it. Then we destroy ourselves. That's how it works. And it's a cycle that happens generation after generation, centuries after centuries, decades after decades, years after years. It's a cycle. We all play with the lies. We all play with his lies. That's what we do. And unfortunately, we fall for it. A lot of us, we're not like Christ that, rebukes him, absolutely takes whatever thought the enemy tries to throw in. We're not like that. We don't cancel it, we entertain it. And it leads me to my second point, right? He plays with our pleasures. He uses our pleasures against us, and he plays with it. He plays with our sinful nature. He knows that we're already sinful, because thanks to him and because of Adam and Eve, because they listened to him, they were deceived. Mankind fell. Now we can get sick. We have all of these emotions. It's hard, it's not a thing where we can just go talk to God like the way it was for them. The fact that we're even wearing clothes right now, all stem because of the disobedience. That's why now it's a lot harder to do the simple things that was made easier for us. Because of that, what he does now, he plays with our pleasures. He plays with our sinful nature. Because we're now sinful, he's giving us an invitation. It's like we're inviting him into our lives, into our heads, And there's actually a verse about this, it's 1 Peter 5 verse 8. And I think this verse is highly important. This is the best analogy used. It's like he's like a roaring lion. He's like our adversary, seeking who to devour. That's pretty much who he is. You must be sober-minded and vigilant. Things are not a coincidence. They're not a coincidence, and it's happening today. This verse, what I'm saying, it says be sober-minded and vigilant. The devil's like our adversary. He's like a roaring lion seeking who to devour, You must be vigilant. And he plays with your pleasures. He plays on your pleasures. He knows what you like. Because most of the time, our pleasures are sinful. They're sinful in our Creator's eyes. This is not how we were supposed to be. And the confusion stems all the way from Genesis. It started in Genesis, the confusion, with the Adam and Eve story. Because they fell. They listened to the enemy. See, the enemy, he already had a plan way before us when he was banished. He knew that God was going to make mankind. His agenda since then until now was to destroy mankind. It's to bring as many, many, many souls as he can with him to his forever eternal punishment. That's his goal, and at the moment he's winning with that. Because most of the time we're not vigilant, we're not sober-minded. And we don't know that we are the gazelle, we're the zebra. And we're being devoured. We are being devoured in our sinful ways, in our sinful acts. And the devil's winning. Simple as that. So that's my second point. He plays with your pleasures. He plays with your pleasures. He knows what you like. He watches you. He watches everything that you do, He watches everything that you do. Yeah. The lies that you like to tell, you know is a lie, you keep doing it. Your secret pleasures that you do behind that no one watches, he plays with that. He plays with it. That's his work, that's his weapon. His weapon is against you. And to get to my third point, is all it is, father of lies, plays with your pleasures, plays with your sinful pleasures, your natural pleasures. I already said this as well. He hates mankind. He hates mankind. He has a desired hatred for mankind. You know, like John 10 verse 10. Another scripture, another verse. You know, he comes to steal, kill, and destroy. His agenda is to destruct, to steal, kill, to destroy. His agenda is to make us think that, oh, you know, there's no God, there's no devil. So some people don't even believe in the devil. He's laughing at that. He's laughing at that. The devil's laughing at that right now. You don't believe in him. This is all in his deception, his work. It's all in his work. It's all in his work. And it's all because of his hatred for us. And we're entertaining it. That's why he can't stop. He's entertaining it. And one thing I really want to say, right, is the fair aspect, you know. And I know I'm saying all of these things, and it's like, wow, you know, is there really a way out of this, you know? And though, you know, he causes a lot of things to happen, you know, though he is the source of all types of things, you know, it really is to have no fear. As I said, some people, they make different excuses saying, oh, he's not real, this and that. A lot of people, they're really afraid of this type of topic, but it's to have no fear, because the fact that you're fearing, he's winning. He makes it look like he's scary. He makes it look like, you know, he's intimidating. But all you can really do is to play with your own sinful nature. That's all you can do. He can do that and deceive you. And he hates you at the end too. That's all you can do. That's all he can do. But the key, the true key really is to have no fear, you know, because God is with us. Isaiah 41 verse 10, you know, it says, have no fear, I am with you. I am with you. The time is now to snap out of the deception. A lot of people think that, oh, you know, the devil's just as big as God. The devil is just as this. He's nothing. There's no comparison. How can it be bigger than God? God created the devil. How can it never be bigger than that? These are deceptions. The deception that a lot of people have, and the devil is involved with it, and a lot of people don't have a clue. They don't know it. They don't know it. They don't know it. I didn't want to keep this video too long. I just wanted to get straight to it. But this is, of course, there's way more points, you know. There's way more points. And this video could be hours and hours long. But this is just a quick summary of this is who the devil is. It is, you know, father of lies. This big, greatest deceiver of all. The same way he deceived the first man, same woman. The same way he tried to deceive Jesus. He tried to. He said, bow down, I'll give you the entire world. He was telling him, turn the stone into bread. Mocking him, that's mockery. Because Jesus could easily do it, but he was mocking him. Father of deceiving, you know, father of lies, you know. He plays with your sinful pleasures. He plays with it. He plays with it. He makes you think it's okay to, you know, do things you know is wrong. He makes it, oh, just this one time, you know, I'll stop next week. You never stop next week. I'm gonna just do this. I'm gonna just do that. cool for me to indulge in this. It's fine. When the actuality is not. And to the creator that created you, he hates it. You know, God hates sin. He hates it. And that's the number one thing that separates us from him is sin, and he hates it. But the devil will make you think that sin is amazing. He plays with your sinful nature. He plays with your sinful desires. He loves doing that. And he loves to deceive you. And he's laughing. He's laughing right at you. You don't even know it. He's laughing right at you. And a lot of these things, I'm sure my viewers are mature enough to know. You know, you know the things that you do that is wrong. I don't even need to mention it. But the devil is using that against you. He's making you feel like it's okay to do it. That's his work. His work is to deceive, to make you look foolish. And he hates mankind. He hates mankind. He wants to steal, kill, and destroy. He hates you and he hates me. He's not your friend. He doesn't want to hang out with you. He wants to destroy you. He wants your soul at the end. He wants your soul at the end. He knows that he's been done for. The angels were deceived too. Disobeyed God. Now they're with the devil right now. And I'm sure some of them didn't even know what they was doing. But because of the disobedience, they fell. Now the enemy, he wants to take as many as he can. And that's what he's doing. And a lot of us are going that route right now. In our sin. We're all going there. That's the devil's work. It's been your boy NATZ, aka the Hidden Legend. With eyes up to the truth. The truth shall set us free. Simple as that. And you know, Jesus Christ is King. Jesus Christ is King. And God, the most mighty God, he gives you a solution out of this. He gives you a solution. You know, it's never too late. It's never too late. Pick him. Don't pick the devil. Pick him. He will show you the way. He will show you the ways of life. His way is always right. Don't be deceived. They're legendary.